Hi friends, this is Steph. It is Saturday the 20th of October and I want to welcome you to my kitchen. Around here the weather has cooled off significantly, so it's a great time to make some chili or some stews or some chowders. And today I'm in the mood to make a clam chowder. So what I've got here is a 10-ounce can of baby clams. I'm draining them and I've put a coffee filter in my sieve just in case there are a few more grains of sand, but I'm going to be using the juices that are down there. And I've got some dill, parsley, onion, some paprika. Here's some nutmeg. Back here is a little bit of half and half. Here's a can of chicken broth, and here are some vegetables, the carrot, onion, celery, and the green tops of the celery. I have a small potato. It's about 5 or 6 ounces. I have a little bit of bacon here and some shrimp because I want to combine shrimp with the chowder today. So in this small pot I have a tablespoon of butter melting, and I'm just going to add a little bit of oil. Usually you take the bacon and you fry it off and then you reserve the bacon fat to cook your vegetables in, but I had this in the freezer and I decided to use it up, but I had not saved the bacon fat, so that's why I'm doing butter and oil. So next thing that I'm going to do is saute the veggies. Okay, now it's time to add the potatoes. Saute them for about 3 to 5 minutes, just to warm them up. It's beginning to smell good. Actually, it smells like Thanksgiving with the celery and the onion in the butter. And now a little bit of kosher salt. And a couple of grinds of black pepper, and about 2/3 of a can of chicken broth. I'm going to bring it up to a low boil and cover it and cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes. Or until the potatoes and the carrots are tender. Okay, the potatoes are nice and tender, and now I'm just going to start adding the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to add this clam juice. Let's see, I might not need all of it. And I'm going to add the clams. This is a 10-ounce can of baby clams. And I will put the ingredients down in the description box. I think I need to turn the heat up just a little bit more. I will add about half of the bacon. And you know, people who live in New England, they have 1,000 variations of this chowder, so some of them are probably cringing at what I'm doing here, and I apologize. But this is what I know to do. I'm going to add just a little pinch of onion powder to this. Despite the fact that I have raw onion that I sauteed, onion powder adds a little bit more taste too. I'm going to grate in a little bit of nutmeg. And let that simmer. Come back. Okay, the chowder has come back to a simmer. And now I'm going to add the shrimp. And yes, I'm leaving the tails on deliberately because there's flavor in there. I'm going to cook this for 3 to 5 minutes until they get nice and pink. And then I will be adding, I have half and half here, but I also added a little bit of flour just to kind of thicken it up. Okay, the shrimp are cooked. I tasted the broth for seasoning and it's so good. It doesn't need any more salt or pepper, so I'm going to stir in this milk, or this half and half, to which I added just a little bit of flour to thicken the broth. Okay, friends, the chowder is done. It smells and tastes just what I was hoping it would. It's kind of a briny, fresh and clean tasting. The broth is not real thick, but I like it that way. If you want it thinner, of course you could add more of maybe of a sauce to it, or make a thicker slurry. So I'm just going to have a little taste because it's early in the day and I'm not going to eat dinner yet, but this will be all ready for me when I am. So let's give it a taste. Okay, some of the broth. So good. Now, how do you describe a flavor, okay? But it is delicious. Okay, let's get a little piece of shrimp. It is so hot. But take my word for it. This is really, really good, and I think you will like it, okay? All right, I'll see you later at dinner time. Hey friends, I just got done making some clam and shrimp chowder for my dinner, but it's too early in the day to eat, so I've got it in the refrigerator and I'm going to the store to do a couple errands, but I just wanted to get a shot of this sky. Isn't it beautiful? It's actually not as cold as I expected it to be, but there's a pretty good wind, and so I don't know if we have a weather system coming through, but it's very beautiful. Friends, it is dinner time on Saturday, and I warmed up a big mug of the clam chowder with bacon and shrimp, and I'm serving it with a slice of crusty baguette. And that's what's for dinner on Saturday evening. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I would like to ask you, if you make chowder, how do you make it? Do you make it a whole lot different than what I did? What are the little extras that you add, maybe that I missed or should have included? Do you like Manhattan clam chowder, the one with the tomato in it, or do you like the New England style clam chowder? So let me know in the comments below. I'd kind of like to see how others prepare this, okay? All right, my friends, I will see you soon. Bye-bye.